Good morning. So I've seen this question come up a few times on the QuickBooks forums and I decided to address it. And it's regarding payroll when you're running payroll in QuickBooks Online. What I've seen and some things that I've heard is that some people are a little confused as far as how the payroll should show up on the profit and loss. Some people are thinking that whatever the net pay is that they pay their employees, that should be what's showing up on the profit and loss for your payroll expenses. That's actually not true. The amount that should be showing up on your profit and loss when it comes to payroll is the gross pay. And I'm going to go ahead and show you why. So I already created a sample paycheck for Bob Barker here in my sample company. And when I look at my profit and loss report and I go down to wages and look at regular pay, it says $1,000, which is what the gross amount was of his paycheck. And you can see that right here. Now, if we actually take a look at the check, here's what the actual check is. So you can see the net amount that was paid to Bob was $789.91. Had a gross pay of $1,000, and then both the employee taxes being taken out as well as the employer side to come up to that $789.91. Now, if we actually look at the breakdown, because with accounting, all it is debits and credits. If we actually look at the breakdown of this paycheck, here's what it looks like. So you've got the net amount leaving the bank account for the $789.91, but then here is the gross pay of $1,000. This is actually what hit the payroll expense account. And then in addition to that, you also have the employer side of taxes that need to be put in there, like your Medicare, your Social Security, etc. But then also all the employee side, those all hit your liability accounts. And that's these amounts right here. So all together, they total up and they even up. And the reason is why the $1,000 is showing up on the profit and loss instead of the net pay is, think about it this way. Even though the employee is only getting less than the gross amount because some has to be withheld for taxes, the amount of money that your business has to spend in order to have that employee work for you is still the gross amount, which in this case would be the $1,000. Let me put it to you another way. Let's say there was no such thing as taxes at all. No Medicare, no federal income tax, nothing. And you were still paying Bob $25 an hour, 40 hours a week, comes out to $1,000. Bob would still get that full $1,000. And the expense to your business to have Bob work for you would still be $1,000. So just because some of that money is being withheld from Bob to pay taxes, the expense that your company has to put out to actually pay Bob and have him work for you is still the full gross amount. That's why when you're running payroll in QuickBooks Online, or actually in general at all, the gross amount, the gross expense for the wages, now taxes are going to show up on a different line. That's why this line here for the taxes, that gives the breakdown of the taxes, which as you can see is right here. But that's why when you go back and look, the gross amount of your payroll is always going to be what shows for the wages expenses on your profit and loss, not the net amount. So hopefully this clears up that mystery for you. If you have any suggestions or comments, feel free to go ahead and put them at the bottom of this video. Thank you, and I hope you have a great day.